Hello everyone, today is Tuesday, the 22nd of April 2025, and my name is Arnaud Delapierre. Today, I offer you a comprehensive overview of financial news. We will review stock market movements, macroeconomic trends, as well as some exciting news from the business world. In this video, you will discover the day's highlights and the prospects that interest investors. It's a good way to understand the market atmosphere and take a step back on your investments. Stay with me as I promise you very useful information and a clear view on the hot topics. So let's get right to the latest news. Let's start with a quick overview of the American indices. Despite the tensions between the White House and the Federal Reserve, futures on the Dow Jones, S&P 500 and Nasdaq show a slight rebound after yesterday's difficult session marked by a drop of more than 2% on the three major indices. This recovery is rather encouraging. However, some market players remain cautious, fearing additional political interventions that could slow the confidence. Investors are closely monitoring quarterly earnings that could serve as an economic gauge. The climate remains active, but there is not yet widespread pessimism. Announcements on interest rates could also weigh in the coming days. On the side of individual stocks, there is the decreased performance of Health Realty Trust Incorp, which fell by about 2.72% to close at $15.58. The trading volume has reached more than 1.5 million, showing sustained activity. Some observers believe that this decline might just be a step with a perspective of stabilization in the medium term. The healthcare real estate sector remains closely watched, as it depends on the constant need for medical infrastructure. Major operators are also studying these segments, seeking opportunities in properties dedicated to healthcare services. I am taking a short break to introduce our aid, a free application available on iOS and Android, which really helps me in my analysis. It offers a very practical signal system. You choose an asset, a unit of time, and the app gives you a score between 0 and 100 to indicate whether it's a good time to position yourself or pass your turn. I admit to being impressed by the consistency of these signals. I also appreciated the integrated chat that allows you to exchange with other investors. It's a simple but powerful tool to refine your strategy day by day. Now, let's talk about Tesla, which is about to release its quarterly earnings after the close. Many investors are waiting for information about a more affordable car, as well as the robot taxi project that Elon Musk has often hinted at. Elon Musk, let's talk about him, has recently been very busy with his roles within the Trump administration. According to several rumors, and some shareholders hope that he can soon focus more on managing his company. Rumors related to production, which sometimes depends on strained suppliers, suggest some delays. Despite everything, the trading community remains confident, rather even enthusiastic about seeing if Tesla can meet its schedule. Volatility also marked Monday's session, with U.S. indices falling following Donald Trump's reprimands towards Jerome Powell. This defiance could have effects on the dollar, which has already hit a 3-year low. Several analysts remind that the central bank must now maintain some form of independence to preserve economic balance. In this atmosphere, which bond really would be asset comme all investors can remember that sometimes it's necessary to bet on the long term without giving in too much to short-term nervousness. Portfolio diversification and a consistent strategy often help to get through the more volatile. Many employees continue to contribute to their 400 despite the fear of a recession in 2025. We saw also preparing a small cushion for unforeseen events. Economists estimate there is nearly a 1 in 2 chance of seeing a major slowdown this year. Financial advisors often indicate that it is not good to completely suspend your retirement savings. This can be costly in the long term. A balance is possible between precautionary savings and regular contribution. The markets remain uncertain, but the overall vision proves more important than short-term noise when it comes to planning for the future. Amethyst up. Regarding commercial news, the US Department of Commerce has confirmed very high tariffs on solar panel imports from Southeast Asia. The rates imposing accusations against some manufacturers of dumping are sparking debates. Some applaud the defense of American producers and the protection of national investments. Others, particularly installers of large solar farms, fear a rising costs and a brake on the growth of renewable energies. Policymakers will need to find a balance between supporting the local industry and maintaining the green momentum. In Asia, the competition in the electric vehicle sector is intense, particularly in China, where players are multiplying ambitious launches. Margins are often squeezed and the comparison is tough. Innovation is rapid. Xpeng, NIO, or BYD each stand out in their own way. Captivating motorists with cutting-edge features. Customers benefit, but some economists wonder if this investment frenzy can be sustained. Manufacturers spend a lot on research, and profitability is not always guaranteed. Many are waiting to see who will manage to establish themselves sustainably despite the fierce competition in the sector. Let's turn to aerospace this time, where General Electric, GE Aerospace, exceeded expectations for the first quarter. The strong demand for maintenance seems to have supported the activity due to production delays at Boeing and Airbus. The airlines, forced to extend the lifespan of their older aircraft, are buying more spare parts and maintenance services. Meanwhile, General Electric has chosen to maintain its forecasts for 2025, betting on consistency. This situation could persist as long as the production lines for new planes remain constrained. The markets appreciate the stability shown by General Electric in an often volatile climate. On the raw material side, the Beta Cotton program is extending its initiative to Pakistan to improve agricultural practices and limit environmental impact. The organizers want to bring together the government, the industrial sector, donors, and universities around a common goal: achieving cleaner and more profitable cultivation. A first meeting in Lahore brought together several dozen participants who recognized the challenges to be met. This policy aims to strengthen a key sector for the local economy by seeking to safeguard the environment. Supporters of this project believe that collective action is necessary to change practices on a large scale. From a standpoint, mergers acquisition, JP Morgan and UBS dominate the retail sector in the first quarter of 2025, measured in value and in transaction volume. At the same time, Ryan Specialty has confirmed its intention to acquire certain assets of USQ Risk Holding, which offers insurance solutions for uncommon risks. While the exact price has not been disclosed, the closure of the transaction is expected in the second quarter. Professionals see this move as a sign of interest in specialized niches, as they can offer more personalized contracts and targeted expertise. On the precious metals market, gold has crossed the $3,500 per ounce mark for the first time. Analysts explain this by political uncertainty, pressure on the Fed, and the weakness of the dollar. Some consider gold a safe haven in troubled times. Institutional funds are also positioning themselves, seeking to protect their capital against volatility. Opinions are divided on the validity of this level. Some see it as a symptom of concern, others believe it reflects strong demand. At this point, the question remains open and lively debates are expected among experts on the subject. In the realm of unexpected successes, Todd Graves, creator of Raising Cane's, proves that a simple concept can generate colossal sums. His company, focused on a handful of items, including the famous chicken fingers, exceeded $5 billion in revenue in 2024. Present in more than 900 outlets, the brand relies on a concise but tasty menu and a special sauce appreciated by loyal customers. This story reassures those who believe that a limited offering can be a hit if it is coherent and well executed. Graves' strategy proves effective. Specialization and consistency. Thank you for following this overview. I hope it provided you with interesting information to follow financial news. Here, we step off the beaten path away from the big firms that always come up, the Amazons, the Teslas, etc. There are so many other things to watch, that's why I offer them to you. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave a comment to share your thoughts. I also invite you to return tomorrow for a new market update where we will decipher upcoming events together. Take care of your portfolio and stay on the lookout for good opportunities without forgetting the importance of your own choices. It was Arnaud Pierre, and this was your finance summary for April 22nd, 2025. See you soon and have a good session, everyone.